This episode of the What's Happening Delco podcast is sponsored by Delco Meets for Business. Check us out on Meetup at Delco Meets, the number 4 business, and attend one of our incredible networking events. Be sure to register, and we'll see you there. What's happening, Delco? I'm Rich Shane, and welcome to the What's Happening Delco podcast. Today, I'm joined by Kimberley, Hemmings, Jarrett of UnCoupled Media and Events. Kimberley, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, Rich. Thank you for having me.
Kimberley, what is UnCoupled Media and Events?
Well, thank you for asking. UnCoupled Media and Events is, as the name says, a media and events company that is currently owned and operated by myself and my husband, Julian. And it was birthed from our individual interests. So on the side, because we have our 9 to 5s and then we have our 6 to 10s. So as his 9 to 5, he's a software developer. But as a hobby, he loves to DJ and does that pretty well, does that from time to time with friends. And for me, as a 9 to 5, I'm a professor, but on the side, I like to MC and meet people and host events. And so we figured this is a great way for us to put the things that we enjoy doing in our out of 9 to 5 times together and to make a business out of it. So the media and events is covering DJ services, hosting services, and of course, because we're both technologists, we are playing around with the space of technology in terms of mobile app development. And of course, the name UnCoupled, we are a couple, husband and wife, but someone made a joke some time ago that they couldn't find anything that we did separately. They were like, is there anything that you do that's uncoupled? And I thought, no, and there's a reason for that. We actually like working together. We like being around each other. And so, yeah, UnCoupled Media and Events, it's just us coming together and presenting the things that we enjoy doing to a wider audience.
What is Julian's DJ name?
That's a great one. I think he might be changing it because he's been a DJ in various spaces for a while. This was something that he's been doing, honestly, since he was a teenager. But I'm going to hold that for a minute because I think he is feeling the urge to make a switch to a more mature DJ name as we progress into this new space. So I'm going to hold on to that for a minute. For now, he's just Julian. But yeah, let's see what he comes up with as he's navigating this new space.
Next time we have you on the podcast, we'll have Julian join us, and we'll hear about the progression of his DJ name to what it used to be to what it is now, or what it will be in the future.
That would be amazing. Thankfully, as I said, we have our 9 to 5s too. So he is doing the husbandly thing and holding down the fort for me while I'm here. But hopefully next time we will switch out and you will definitely get to talk to him. And that would be a great way to start. What is your DJ name now?
What type of events? What events does UnCoupled Media and Events? What do you host? What do you help people work with?
So ideally, what we would like to do is that we're going to be putting on a number of events that we'll host, perhaps one per quarter here in the Delaware County area. For the ones that we're going to put on ourselves, we definitely want to bring in a number of things that we are passionate about. So number one, our culture. Hopefully by now your audience has heard my beautiful accent and they're all trying to figure out where it's from. I'm originally from Jamaica and so is my husband. So we definitely want to bring in our Caribbean culture or Afro-Caribbean vibes, in the music, in the food, in the way we do our events, that type of thing. And also I love looking at ideas like game show ideas and date night ideas and things that we just don't normally see in our area, right? I'm always searching for something new to do with my husband or with my kids, and I'm like, I'd like to do that thing, but maybe I've never seen it offered in our area. And so we're looking in that space of how can we bring some of those exciting events that we may have seen elsewhere, but it's just never happened here before. And so that would be the way that we move our events quarterly. And then of course, if we're hired, that's just whatever the client wants, right? If the client is doing a house party and they need a DJ. If you're hosting a baby shower and you need someone to come with the games and the vibes, that would be me. If you're doing, I've done weddings, I've done baby showers, I've done gender reveals, I've done, you name it, I've done birthday parties. Sometimes you just need someone to take hold of your programming, your agenda, something you're not worried about while you're having this wonderful event. That's where we're hoping to also help clients in terms of the DJ and the hosting services. You can just let us come in and take that part over.
You bring the fun, you bring the vibe, you bring the energy, you bring the accent.
Yeah.
You have an event coming up in February. Tell us more about that event.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Or kick-off event is going to be on February the 14th. Yes, it is Valentine's night. And we wanted to start, like I said, with something different. Like, I know for me, I've been married for 16 years now. And there comes a point when you're like, dinner and movies, done that, been there. What's new? What's different? What's exciting? What else can we do that, bring some fun? So on February 14th at the Havertown Recreational Center, Community Recreational Center, or Havertown Creek, as some of us around here know it as, between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m., we're going to be hosting a pop or pass. Now, if anyone has ever seen some of the pop the balloon or pop or pass events on social media, you will have one of two reactions. You're either excited or you're terrified. But we are definitely, we're mature, and we're hoping for a mature crowd. So this is not meant to be a traumatic experience for anyone. So we're actually flipping it around. We're flipping the concept around. So persons who are singles. So if singles and they're coming out, we're going to give everyone, all the singles, balloons in the game show portion of it. So you're going to have a balloon. You're going to get to talk to other singles. And if you don't like what you hear, we're going to ask you to pass. So you're going to hold on to that balloon and perhaps take a seat. But if you do like what you hear, you like what you see, you love what's going on there, we're going to invite you to pop the balloon. And for each pop, there's going to be some gifts, some surprises, maybe a little mini date. We have a few gifts that we have planned that are going to be very exciting. One of which may be a vacation. So, I mean, we're putting it all together. We're making it really enticing. But also, we don't want our couples to feel like this is just for singles and there's nothing for me to do. Couples, we're inviting you to also come out, because as a couple, one, you have the wisdom. You know what it really takes to make these relationships last long beyond the night when you first meet the person. So we're going to invite the couples to participate in their own versions of Pop or Pass, and just for fun. And also there will be special gifts and prizes just for our couples also. So the event will include dinner, drinks, the game show, and we have a number of, like I said, prizes and gifts for everyone.
What I'm hearing you say is this is an event to spark a relationship, to have a lot of fun, have a lot of laughs, to meet some people. Maybe it's going to turn out to be some sort of a therapy session where couples are giving therapy to singles. I don't know. But what it really sounds like to me is it's just going to be a lot of fun. And is there a cost involved? You mentioned tickets?
Yes. So, yes, it is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have music the whole night. The game show is going to be a vibe. I can't promise you that much so far, talking to some of the singles who are planning to participate. I'm excited for what their responses are going to be. And yes, tickets are already on sale. We have two versions or two tiers and two versions. So there is the light and then there's the regular. For some persons, they're like, I'm going to go out and going to have dinner, then I'm going to come and enjoy the show. That's completely okay if all that you want to do is to come and enjoy the show. Those tickets start at $85. That includes your we're gonna have like charcuterie boards going around. We have a dessert station, all your gifts, your welcome gifts, and of course, and your drinks participating in the event. And then if you're coming out and you're like, no, I want to eat, I want to drink, I want to be merry the whole night, those are starting at 100 if you're coming as a single. We also, for our singles, I want to point out, because of our technology background, we've added in a special app because we also know, especially for our singles, it can be intimidating to want to go up and to talk to a new person for the first time in a singles event or in a crowd. So we have some really cool ways that we're going to have you interact with each other, and the app is one way that you're going to do that. So we encourage you, if you're coming as a single, definitely choose the single ticket, because that will give you the invitation to complete the app. That's going to give you your personalized game cards and some additional prompts to help you to break the ice while you're in the crowd. And then if you're coming as a couple, of course, there's a little bit of a discount if you're coming as a couple. So you can find your couple tickets there and grab those for you and your partner.
You and Julian have really thought out a lot of these details. And as you talk more about this, it sounds more interesting, more fascinating, including an app. And these are ideas that you bring to other people as you do other events. What are some of the other ideas that people can expect from Uncoupled Media and events down the road?
I thank you for that. It does take a lot of effort to think through what people are going to need. I'm a mom of two, and hopefully other moms are listening. We know how scheduling works. We know how to keep our kids occupied. We know how to plan our family vacations. So things like that come naturally. I won't say easily, but it definitely comes naturally, where I think about the needs of my clients and what they're going to need and what their guests are going to need. I put myself always in the shoe of the attendee. And as I'm looking around the space, what would I have wanted if I were the person coming to the event? And so when you hire Uncouple, you're not just hiring someone to come and turn up on the day and set up and talk and play music. You're hiring people who are actually thinking about what you need and what your guests need in order to elevate their experience. Because we want them to leave not just thinking, oh, well, I ate, I drank, and I left. No, but I want you to have something that you hold on to and that you remember. So definitely including or technology background, the app building is something that we want to include in most of the packages that you will have with us. So we have our own personalized application that is called AR Goes, augmented reality. That's what the AR stands for. And so that platform allows us to create unique experiences for you and your audience. And so even when you're hiring the host and the DJ, things like a baby shower might seem like, oh, we can just go and pick up more balloons and we can stop at Amazon Prime and we can get a bunch of game cards. No. How about we personalize game cards that's just based on you, the mom, the dad, the family members, the baby that you're about to bring into the world. Whatever the case is, our application allows us to personalize it to your need. And then, of course, with my husband and myself and our team, it's not just us, we are the face, but there is a team behind us. And our team, we are constantly thinking about how can we make it that your event doesn't look like everybody else's event.
Kim, who mentors you? Who motivates you?
A lot of people, too many to name. I enjoy knowledge. I enjoy learning. I enjoy experiences. I enjoy listening. A professor of mine once said, if you're the smartest person in the room, that's not the room you want to be in, right? You always want to be in a room where you're not the smartest person, because then you get to learn from somebody else. And so I do enjoy being in spaces where I get to learn from others. And in my 9 to 5, a part of what I do as a researcher is look at people, is watch how they interact with others, is I look for facial expressions, I look for body movements, I look for where clusters of people tend to go and why they don't go there. And so I try to learn, why did they go there? Why didn't they go there? What was the thing that pulled them there? What was the thing that encouraged them to stay there? That kind of thing. And then as a host, my grandma, she used to, we, like many others, I didn't grow up with, the gold spoon or much. I wasn't hungry, thankfully, middle class home. But my grandma always said, when people come to your house, they shouldn't leave hungry. And so it's just like something that's in me. If you come to my home, I'm cooking. I've already cooked, dinner is ready, and I've already thought about your needs. So when you come, you need to eat. And if you eat, you need to drink. And if you drink, you need a napkin. And if you need a napkin, you will need, and so that's where this kind of service above self comes from. So there's the family orientation with my grandma. I've been in many, many service industries. I've worked in service industries. I've volunteered with service industries like the Kiwanis Club, the Rotary Club. So service above self is just something that's a part of who I am. It's everybody. I learn from everybody. I'm motivated by everybody. I like to see people happy. I really genuinely like to see people enjoy. I like to watch as you take that first bite and the smile that comes on your face when you taste that first bite of jerk chicken, or or when you hear the music for the first time and you pull your partner out to the dance floor, and I watch as your partner smiles because now you guys are dancing because you've heard the song that you were waiting on hearing. It's those things I think that really motivates me. It's really honestly watching as joy reaches the person.
How do people contact you so they can get started on their joyous event?
So contact. There are several ways that you can reach out to me or my husband. Of course, you can reach us through email at info, INFO, at uncoupled, UNCOUPLED, me.com. So again, that's info at uncoupledme.com. Or you can find us on all social media platforms. Just look for Uncoupled Media and Events. And yeah, that's the general ways in which you can reach us.
Kim, you don't feel like cooking one night, this amazing food that you probably cook. Where do you go out for dinner and you're interested in having Jamaican or Caribbean food? Where do you go?
So I'm definitely going to plug my favorite Jamaican restaurant in the 69th Street area. It's called Carib Grill. That's my number one place that I go to get Jamaican food. It's 69th and something. But it's 69th Street. It's near where the Popeyes and the Burger King, and I think there's a fresh grocer right there. Carib Grill, you can't miss it. That's my number one place. I get so much food from them. I can definitely cook it myself, but I get so much food from them. Absolutely. They will not be our caterers for the Valentine's event. However, I promise you, the caterer who is going to be catering the event is top tier. Top tier. It's going to be amazing.
You've satisfied your Jamaican craving, your Jamaican food craving. Where do you go for pizza in Delco?
Oh, pizza. So many places. I like Tony Rooney's. I really do. I like Tony Rooney's, and I think partially because they're close, it's easy to walk to them. So my family and I definitely enjoy going to Tony Rooney's.
This segment is sponsored by Taft Treats. That's Taff Treats, and they're in Brookhaven, and they make some amazing treats that you can get for corporate events or for personal events. They personalize, they do corporate stuff. But what Taft Treats wants to know is, what do you like on your pizza? What are your toppings?
I'm a pineapple girl. I love pineapple on my pizza. It doesn't have to be Hawaiian. Honestly, I actually secretly I have maybe 3 or 4 cans of pineapple in my pantry. So when we do order pizza, because we do pizzas every Friday night, that's our pizza night, family game night in my house. It's Friday nights. We pull board games out and we order pizza. And then I take my pineapples out the pantry and I put it on all my pizzas because I just love pineapples on my pizza.
Some people bring hot sauce with them. Some people bring seasoning. You're opening up a can of pineapples. I love it.
I love it. My husband does the hot pepper, the flakes. He does the pepper flakes on all his pizzas. But for me, pineapple all day, every day.
Kim, you have a convenience store need. You're heading to one of your events. Where are you stopping? Wawa or Royal Farms?
Oh, I think it's gonna be Wawa. I love it because I love their quesadillas. I love Wawa's quesadillas, and my kids love their donuts. So when I do stop in Wawa, it's like I can get everything that they need, and I can get what I need. And everybody's happy. And my husband loves their coffees. He stands at the coffee station forever and adds everything. He's that person. So yeah, Wawa is gonna be our choice.
Just wait till your kids try the donut flavored quesadillas. They're gonna love them.
Oh my God! Don't tell me they actually do they?
Wawa just listens to the podcast regularly. They monitor this all the time. We give them so many great ideas. You never know.
Their pizzas, my kids, the ads that went out for the Wawa pizzas, every time I pass, my kids were like, Mommy, Wawa has pizzas. Wawa has pizzas. I'm like, oh my God. And so the pizzas at Wawa, definitely, those are hitting with my kids too.
Kim, how do you explain Delco to someone who's never been here before or not heard of Delco before?
That's a great question. And as an immigrant coming to a new country, and then of course I first lived in Miami. So let's start there. I lived in Miami when I first moved to the United States, and then we moved to Pennsylvania. When we moved to Pennsylvania and we started in Philadelphia, and I loved just the feeling of what Philadelphia brought. It has culture and music and vibe, and I just thought I could never leave here. And then my son started to go to a school that was in Broomall. And we visited Broomall, and I thought, this is quaint. This is quiet. This is serene. I need to live here. And then we moved to Drexel Hill, and I thought, this is beautiful. They have activities for kids. They have parks and playgrounds, and I love to just be outside. And then we bought a house in Havertown and I just can't leave. And honestly, my hashtags for Delco, half the time, if you were to follow me personally, not just through the UnCoupled page, you will always see me put my Hallmark City. That's what I call living in Delco. I feel like it's my Hallmark City, especially in the Christmas time. This is my Hallmark City. That's my number one for living anywhere in Delaware County.
Tremendous. So you have friends or family coming in from out of town and you want to give them or take them to that Delco experience. Where are you sending them or where are you taking them?
Oh, everywhere. Let's just start there. But I actually do a lot of the what's happening Delco. So I'm always like, what's happening today? And I like to just do local events. So I go to if it's a tree lighting, if it's a Roastery Park, oh my God, they're always having something out there. The music that Roastery Park does every summer, the summer festivals. If it is the farmer's market, I'm going there. If it's just anywhere that there's a local event, you'll find me there because I love the local wines. Oh my God, we buy so many local wines. When we go to the farmer's market, we are stopping at the local wines. We're stopping at the local, they make mead right here in Delco. I love the mead. I'm going to get the local soaps and the candles because my mother-in-law, she loves candles, and she loves the wax melts. So I'm going to go buy those too. It's just, if it's local and it's happening, I am there. So I'm just the girl that's like Googling what's happening today. And if it's happening today, I'm there. That's me. I'm that girl.
Kim, is there anything we haven't spoken about on the podcast today? Anything you want listeners to know more about you or more about UnCoupled media and events?
I think we hit a lot of the high points, but I want to also take a moment to mention we are going to be starting an activity that we're calling Party in a Box. So it's a curated experience that we want to offer clients, where you'll get the DJ, you'll get a host, and you'll get a bar service, all at a one convenient cost. So you can reach out to us and talk to us a little bit more about what that looks like. I don't want to say too much just yet because it's a new promotion that we're just about to start. But the idea is that if you're doing a house party, if you're doing, it's just like 5 to 10 people, or even if it's something bigger, but you just want a DJ to come in, you want someone to come and run all your activities, and you want to have some curated cocktails all at once, we got you. So you can just reach out and ask more about the Party in a Box.
You bring the joy, you bring the culture, you bring the happiness, you bring all of those things. And what I would say to people listening now is reach out, start planning your event today, because it sounds to me like everything you've explained and talked about, you're going to be busy in the near future. You're going to be busy. You're going to be booked up for a number of years. Kim, thank you so much for joining us today on the podcast. Thanks for being a friend of What's Happening Delco. We can't wait to pop balloons and pass, or I don't know what we're supposed to do, but it'll be fun. But really appreciate your time today, and really thank you. You just bring in the joy. You put a smile on my face. You light up a room with your smile. So thanks so much.
Thank you, Rich, and thank you to your listeners for taking time out of their day to listen. I hope to see you all on February the 14th. Pre-sale tickets are the only way to get access. Unfortunately, there will be no tickets at the gate, so get your pre-sale tickets early, and we hope to see you all on February the 14th. Thanks, Rich.
Thank you. Hey, it's Rich. Thank you so much for being a listener to the What's Happening Delco podcast. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to learn more about the people and businesses in our community. I have been a real estate agent for over 25 years, working with first-time home buyers to last-time home sellers. As a listener of the podcast, my gift to you is a complimentary 1-year American Home Shield home warranty. This is for buyers and sellers that I help. If you're looking to move anywhere in the United States, I have you covered with an amazing network of real estate agents. I look forward to hearing from you. My direct line is 215-313-3777, or you can email me at rshaneremax@comcast.net. Oh, by the way, I am never too busy for any of your referrals.